Hey there. My name is Harper. I'll be filling in for Alexia and Michael as they're off in their worlds of filming and training. Just like them, I wear many hats. I'm a musician, founder, and seasoned investor with a passion for consumer products. Today, we're diving into a 4-step process to help you pick the winning startups to invest in. Let's get started. Now, some of you might be swimming in a sea of deal opportunities. But let's face it, not every fish in the pond is a catch. Especially if they don't align with your investment roadmap, aka your thesis. Even if you're actively seeking out deals, the sheer volume can overwhelm you. Trust me. Trying to consider them all will sink you faster than you can say unicorn. So how do you separate the diamonds from the rough? First up, let's outline our 4-step process before we dive in deeper. Step 1. The 10-minute speed round. It's a quick scan to see if the startup fits your thesis and if it's worth digging deeper. Step 2. The deep dive. A 60-minute founder interview where you ask them questions based on your thesis. Step 3. Crafting your deal memo. This is where you justify your investment consideration with a solid rationale. And finally, Step 4. Validation. It's like fact-checking on steroids. Making sure everything checks out before you commit. Keep in mind, you'll likely be waving goodbye to 90% of the deals you review. We're talking about finding that golden 1%. The ones with the potential to skyrocket. That's why you've got to be picky about where you spend your time. Quick eliminations are key to focusing on the real gems. Let's break down Step 1. Your 10-minute assessment is your first filter. Does the startup align with your thesis? Do they have a killer advantage in their team, product, and market? It's all about asking the right questions based on what you know and value. Like, does the team have the chops? Is the product solving a real problem? Is the market ripe for the taking? If the answers are yes, you're on to Step 2. Step 2 is all about the founder interview. Dive deep into their strengths and weaknesses, especially in areas critical to your expertise. We've got 8 key categories to focus on in the interview: team, market, product, competition, traction, financials, sales and marketing, and lastly values. Your goal? Uncover their superpower and assess their ability to win in the market. It's like detective work, but with a bigger payday. It's not easy, but practice makes perfect. And having a killer team to support you, well, that's half the battle. Remember, most startups fail. You're hunting for that rare unicorn that'll make up for the rest. Stick to your thesis like glue. Your expertise is your secret weapon in spotting the winners. Now, on to Step 3, crafting your deal memo. This document is your ticket to convincing others, and yourself, that this investment is a slam dunk. It's a critical tool, providing solid evidence to your LPs that you've got a strong rationale and you've done your homework before diving in. And don't worry, we've got you covered with custom templates and guidance every step of the way. Last but not least, Step 4, validation. Dive deep into references, contracts, and technology to make sure everything adds up. It's like getting a second opinion before saying, I do. Typically, you'll ask the company for a data room. It's like a virtual vault where they stash all their important documents. Think corporate records, contracts, and financials. It's a treasure trove for investors and potential partners to dig into. And hey, Rain Partners has got your back with a handy list of due diligence questions. As you start out investing, You'll likely lean on lead investors to handle the heavy lifting. The lead investor takes charge of the lion's share of due diligence. They're the ones putting in the big bucks, usually staking between 30% and 80% of the funding round. Whoa! That was a deep dive. But mastering this process is key to success in startup investing. Thanks for joining our mini masterclass on picking winners. Until next time. Happy hunting! See you soon!